neighbors, nieces, nephews. This your favorite Uncle Spooty, the neighborhood supporter, and welcome back to I Got Five on It, where I take topics that I'm interested in and break down my opinion in 5 minutes or less. Um, Sometimes I fail, sometimes I succeed, but regardless of what, I'm glad you're here with me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I want to put emphasis on that intro today. Pardon me if I lick my lips, mouth kind of dry. Pause. Um, I wanna emphasize that intro today because today we're talking about top model, America's top model. I went on the Netflix, you know, and found myself looking past and saying, "Damn, what Tyra? Let me check this on out. Tyra's being shitty. Let me see what's going on." And exactly what I thought was the fuck happening. Now, did I know it was going to be that shitty? No, I didn't. I didn't think, you know, like I've watched America's Next Top Model before, and I think I got the vibe that it was kind of like commercialized and kind of just for the like nothing was really fucking happening. But it was kind of one of those shows that just kind of like you got. I just remember the two, the Eve and Takara. I don't remember shit else from that show. You know what I mean? Besides like the host, the other host, the J guy, the other J guy, and I did remember the photographer, which is and the other girl. I think her name was Marissa, Larissa, stuff like that. But like all the other shit, you know, I didn't really remember. I know they was wild at one point though. But yeah, man, Tyra is a piece of shit, man. You know what I mean? It's fucked up to say, man. I was a little disappointed. You know what I mean? Actually, I was thoroughly disappointed. All right. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and emphasize that. I didn't know it was to that extent. And for y'all that didn't watch it, we're gonna get into a little bit of the notes, you know what I mean? So we can recap it. If you know, are a fan of Tyra Banks or if you've, got seen America's Next Top Model and you just wanna watch something, cause it ain't a lot of shit good shit on anyway. Put that motherfucker on. See what the fuck was going on. Alright, so look, the shoots and challenges were insane. They were. They was fucking walking runways with shit splitting, like fucking pendulum swinging and shit. They had to fucking act dead and all of this other shit. They was just doing so much. They had to fucking be do some army drills and shit. Like wow. They had a contestant. Tyra suggested that she get her gap closed and the next season or season, I don't know what season, how the order of this or how, you know what I mean? But one season she suggested that the other model get her gap widened. I'm like, nigga, what? So she was, and then and when they was recapping the story in this documentary or whatever, she was saying she was getting like model or agencies and people like saying we wouldn't hire her with that or whatever. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but regardless of what, she was always scared of the no or not fitting the mold. Everything it seemed like with her decisions during this, you can catch the vibe during this documentary was kind of her being scared. She always moved in fear. You know what I mean? Because like, okay, so what? Like, y'all can still you make this appealing, Tyra Banks? What do you think? You know what I mean? What do you think? But moving on. Oh yeah, I didn't know Tyra was scamming the shots. You know what I mean? Like they was actually picking people's worst work, and they had a clip where they was raising their hand, like, "Who think we picked the worst shots?" People was like, "Nigga, y'all picked the worst shots." Like, so yeah, they was scamming. They was intentionally for storytelling purposes, cause it's TV. You know, picking the wrong shots. Um, Like, who gave these niggas the audacity to award who the next America's Next Top Model? Like, anyway, so it's wild. Um, what else? Oh, when the people got eliminated, they had to stay in the hotel till the season was over. Like with I don't know, limited phone access or some shit, some crazy shit. Like I thought your ass get to go home. That was interesting to hear. Like, damn, you can't even go home, nigga. Like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, at least I could have got a job before this shit came out. You know what I mean? Or I could have did something. I could have. I don't know. That I think they should give people the option to choose. You know what I mean? That would have been the best bet. But they're trying to control. So that don't come with options. Control doesn't come with options. Um, uh, the plus size winner got hired to an agency that didn't even have a plus size division. Like how you do that? How you do that, bro? And you know while the show is going on, you're leaning towards this person to get hired. So they're leaning into their ratings and not people's futures. That's what they're doing. When they see, oh, we got a plus size, they should have been working on the back end to say, we need to make sure we have these opportunities lined up for her. Um, the place we were going with doesn't even have a plus size division. Hey, maybe when you cast for the show, maybe you don't pick a plus size person. Not because you don't want to, because you don't have a slot for her. You would hate for her to get there and it not be a slot for her. I think that's even worse. She did all the work to get there. You know, just trash, bro. Um, then Danny, I think she was one with the gap. Um, she made me want to play Ether on for Tyra Banks because she ended up talking about a story about how they spoke like 15 years later or something, and Tyra basically like admitted to her like knowing what the show done to her, and she has done nothing to help her. So imagine how the show has blocked so many opportunities for you, and then the person that's like the head of the show, creator of the show, the brand, this mighty than thou person come to you and just say, I know they've been hoeing you because of the show, and I know how many opportunities you've been blocked because of the show, but and I never said nothing. Tyra, you ain't shit. All right. Um, then she got on stage with the one. She got on stage with one of the previous. I don't think she was a winner, but the girl that got caught cheating on the thing and in the jacuzzi. She asked Tyra not to play that footage, and she played it anyway. Leaning into ratings. Leaning into ratings. Your feelings doesn't equal ratings, right? She all rubbing her leg while being a whole ass nigga. She whack as hell. Um, then she let go of the squad. That's the three. The three. That's the J guy. The other J, the one that taught Tyra how to walk. And then the I forgot the photographer name. She let go of the trifecta. Um, and they made a deal with them to like for confidentiality or like a press release and stuff like that. So they agreed to the how they were going to do the firing or the severing of ties, and then before the actual announcement, it got leaked. The first time anything has ever gotten leaked, um, to that they got fired, and it wasn't supposed to go down like that. And I'm pretty sure that was just a lean into ratings, not feelings or proper business etiquette. You know what I mean? Leaning into ratings, causing drama, and that's what they tried to do. And that's why Tyra was crashing out on the show, trying to do anything for some ratings, looking stupid as hell, looking stupid as fuck, cause you never had a backbone to stand on your shit. That's why when you got into them offices and they saying you got to let go of these three members, you just say, you know what? If I don't do that, they're gonna let go of me. Instead of saying, no, I don't think so. No, this is our show. I came to you with this idea, and being able to be a real leader. People want to talk about fearless leadership. It take a little bit more than saying, I can hire you. I can you can make money over here. That's not no. Because at the end of the day, If I wasn't making you money or if I wasn't beneficial to you, you wouldn't have me here. Or you didn't think this was a great idea, you wouldn't have me here. So Tyra, man, you ain't shit, man. Um, yeah. What else happened here? Yeah, like it said, she moved in fear because she knew if they on the chopping block, guess what? She even said it in the documentary. It could have been me. Like scary ass, scary, scary. Um, she knew she was expendable, so she was willing to do anything to keep the show running. Besides the shit she needed to be doing, running the show with integrity, really having a career lined up for the winners, uh, protect and not projecting your insecurities on the contestants. It was a lot of that in there, especially how she yelled down that one in that one lady face. Man, like, come on, man, you didn't have to embarrass her like that. Um, but eventually the top model got, the dope got stepped. They realized the dope was stepped on. You know what I mean? It wasn't pure. It wasn't authentic. You can't survive off of, shit not really going on for your winners, and like it's your credibility is going to be shot. I can get on TV for doing other shit, like you know what I mean. Especially if y'all are trying to embarrass us. Like they had motherfuckers putting on blackface and white. Like I don't know what the fuck they was thinking at this motherfucking show. The dumbest shit ever. You know what I mean? But yeah, eventually they canceled. You know what I mean? At the end, it kind of seemed like they was gearing up for like a reboot or like some type of like I don't know. I hope not. Like hopefully if it is something like let it be where the chicks that was previously on the show, they getting money. You know what I mean? And I said, don't let that Tyra Beak speech fool you at the end. She said, hope y'all keep giving her feedback because she was saying this is more to come. So she like, just keep giving me feedback. That's how we get better and all of this stuff. But nowhere in that motherfucking speech did she ever say anything about her being accountable for her actions. Nowhere in there. Like she let go of the person that Miss J, like fuck her, or I don't know the pros. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, just got rid of her and then sent them flowers. Well, sent them flowers before um, before on his birthday. Then fired him 5 days later or some shit, some crazy shit. Yeah, and then you see how she was two faced with the other Jay when he tried to, quit because he just couldn't handle all the fucking bullshit. Rightfully so. So he sent the email. She responded like back like 4 days later, like, I'm disappointed. They didn't talk. Then he came back to the show, tried to reconcile, try to talk to her. She didn't talk. But on camera, she was playing the role like everything fine. So he was just being tortured and shit. Like, and they even had like an interview like later on after everything happened after they got fired. All three of them was like on this news show, and he still caped for her. And you could see Miss J in there like, nigga, please, like you know what the fuck going on? Why you over here acting like Tyra wasn't the fucking monster she fucking was? So, man, Tyra Banks, you ain't shit. All right. If you haven't watched, please go watch it. Let me know what y'all think, man. I give a good summary, man. I think Tyra ain't shit. I hopefully she reconciles those relationships some kind of way or makes up for it. I don't know. I don't want her to like rot in hell. I hope she does something even better to make up for that the things she did do. So, and I think she has the capability to turn that around. So, um, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. See you again next time. Peace.